back to the Octatrack controller. I got the enclosure, at least this initial version, sized up properly now, which is good. So I'm going to go through the questions that I have, and we can figure out what we want to do with to get this thing going. The first thing is the current enclosures. This is 6.5 inches wide. It's 1.25 inches deep, I guess, and about 1 inch tall. It's getting closer to 1.25 right now, but it's about that. So it's 6.5 inches. The the question is, are we thinking, since we're going to run multiple Octatracks, are we thinking of stacking them like that? So if you had two Octatracks, they'd have two like that. If they had three, there would be another one here. Or are you looking at wanting to put them side by side? Now, the side by side, you're going to need 13 inches, the 6.5 times 2 to do that. So that's a question on mounting and how we're going to tie these together this way or this way. From a strength standpoint, this way will be stronger. Next up, and this kind of depends on whether you're going to stack them or put them end to end, is where you want the USB connection. Right now I have it on the right side. It could be on the left, could be here, could even be out the bottom if we really wanted to. So just wanted to know if that is a good location for that. Next, USB MIDI out is what it does by default. We need to know what other MIDI outputs you want to have. Now I've got holes punched already for these temporary holes for MIDI serial through TRS, which is the 1/8 inch 3.5 millimeter connection, which you can get an adapter between that and DIN 5. So one question is, do you need that at all? Do you need serial MIDI? And if so, will TRS serial MIDI work okay, or do you need a DIN 5 old school big connector? If that's the case, that's probably going to be some sort of sidecar we're going to have to attach to here. That's big enough to hold those DIN 5s, and I'd probably have them going off the right side since your other equipment is going out the right. Let's see. And then, yeah, just generally, what do you think the best position? The other thing I could do with the ports, if I needed to, I can go out the bottom with, depending on how you're mounting it, might work out okay. Now, less on the physical side and more on the software side of things. Currently, the moment you move this rotary encoder, it immediately sends that note or that command for whatever mode that rotor encoder is set to. So, the general, the slots, the slices. So it sends it immediately. The question is that okay? If not, do you want it to change the setting, but don't commit it, don't send it off maybe until you press? But the problem with that is, then how do you know what the current setting is if it hasn't been set upstream? Do we need a display? If we have a display, again, do we do some sort of sidecar idea and have a display here? So when the commands get sent is a question. I'm not sure how Octatrack handles it. Does it have a way where you send the note command right away, but you only commit it when you hit a button, and that button is tied to something that says yes, go, like the enter key? So that's a question I have. And I think I've run out of questions for now. So there we are, making good progress. I'm going to build two of these for the two Octatracks, and keep on programming it. That's all for now. Nighty night.